Hey everyone, how's it going? It's ThomasTubeHD here, and today we'll show you how to play the Vec-M1-APC wheeled tank. This tank is basically a wheeled vehicle, but with a tank gun and also anti-aircraft gun. Anti-aircraft gun, and also it has an artillery gun you can shoot. So let's talk about how to use the guns on this tank first. Car or whatever. So this is the tank gun on this wheeled tank. In armor patrol, gun could be very useful against tanks, but most likely you don't want to face tanks head on because number one, your gun caliber is very small, and a small gun caliber means you can do a very little damage, but get shot easily and destroyed immediately. So what I suggest you do, the fuck is it? So also, number one rule in armor patrol is never leave your vehicle. Your vehicle is the thing you want to stay in the most. Because after a built-in fort, whatever this thing is, to use your tank gun, you want to basically give supporting fire. What I mean is you see this hill? Now there's the fort what the enemy red team built. So you want to come over the hill, you point your cross or whatever it's over the enemy fort. You click it, and then you shoot the fort, and then quickly duck back down as I showed here. Now this gun could be against class, but if you're not scrub and like an absolute god in this game, you could try to play a cat and mouse with other armored cars, predict where the car would go. Say like this thing here. Point where you think he would go. You click and then you hit him. So, and also it is very important to you play very reasonably and also smart. Otherwise you might as well get wrecked by helicopters or even a stupid car holding a machine gun on you, or even an idiot coming out their goddamn vehicle and just shoot you with a rifle, and then you die stupidly. And so let's use the artillery gun now. As demonstrated by this noob here. Now, high explosive shells are way different than armor-piercing shells than you have on a tank gun. So armor-piercing shell is basically you hitting an enemy vehicle, and then your shell goes through the vehicle's armor and cause damage inside. But that's real life. But this is a game. So what this does is basically does high damage. It going to do a lot of parts damage in armor patrol. Oh, and it's quite good if you want to play cat and mouse with your enemy team. But high explosive, it is only effective against weakly armored spots on the enemy. Say like the hull roof, turret roof, or aircraft. Now what you want to do with this artillery gun is basically they play the same as your tank gun, but artillery style. You want to move left, right, do some sharp turns, move as fast as you can basically, and just point, click, and then your shell just destroy your enemy's vehicle. Now so to do this, you want to get a hill between you and the enemy vehicle. So like this one here. You want to so you can't see the enemy, right? You got your artillery gun. You point at the son of a gun. You want to have a hill between you and the enemy vehicle. So zoom out very much until you see the enemy vehicle. Point at it, click, and then watch the artillery shell just fly above the enemy vehicle, and then it does splash damage. It is perfect for armored cars, but I wouldn't recommend it because armored cars, and especially these cars, are really fast. So I prefer using the tank gun on it. Let's stop this guy first before we talk about the anti-aircraft gun. I've seen a lot of people driving these things around. I don't know why. It's just like either machine gun or anti-aircraft gun on this thing. Yeah, I really can't tell. And also, don't throw grenades at tanks. It's not doing any damage at all. He's shooting an RPG. It's stupid. It's so stupid. Anyways, let's talk about the anti-aircraft gun. Now, the anti-aircraft gun, people always use this a bit wrong. But sometimes, guys, I do see some incredible aircraft takedowns. These things. Anti-aircraft gun is basically what it's used. It's basically in the neck. Anti-aircraft gun. You won't want to use this against tanks because number one, the damage it causes does less than even the artillery and the tank gun. Two, it fires quickly, so it shoots like a machine gun, but the shell's a bit bigger. And three, it could shoot a higher arc, but it doesn't matter because this thing could shoot a high arc as well. And you want to use this on aircraft. So basically, if you see an aircraft, just look up. The ground below you will probably disappear while you still be driving around because it's just to let you see above you way easier. Point at the aircraft and just constantly click. You can also hold it, but I don't find that very comfortable, so I'll just constantly click at the things. Okay. And the machine gun on this thing, the 50 caliber, just is basically what you see when I killed. Yeah, basically what I did to kill that guy. But you point at someone, when there's a person that not a goddamn car or tank, or even an aircraft. You point at it, just constantly click like the anti-aircraft gun, boom, he's dead. But but there are hit points, so you gotta click constantly until his whole hit bar goes red, which means he's dead or killed. Now let's talk about gameplay. Gameplay in this thing is you basically want to play as a support, because number one, people in armor patrol mostly play tanks, the strongest thing you play on in this game, and two, you want to harass as armored cars and supply trucks. Okay. So you can see I'm using an anti-aircraft gun. He's behind the hill, and I'm also behind the hill. Use the artillery gun. Point, click, boom, high explosive damage. That's the general idea of how to play this. How to use this artillery gun. There's a tank that starts shooting at you, which is probably enemy team. And you just saw that M4 just shot me. You basically just wanna run away. People think that's a bad idea because you're being a coward, but that's basically what you should do when there's a tank coming towards you and try to fight you. You want to get as far away as possible and use your artillery gun against them and just obliterate the top until they are your enemies no more. Why is this so it does an aircraft coming towards you. Absolutely go after it. Because they'll be intimidated by your anti-aircraft gun, and you could rip them to shreds. Like this poor dude. Damn. Feel bad, man. Goodbye. See ya. And machine gun. You want to only use it against people. Just constantly click like the anti-aircraft gun and just so that's how you play. The Vec-M1-APC in armor patrol. So if this video helped, then make sure you give it a like, and also if you like my content, please subscribe. It's free and you can watch more videos in the future. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Before we end this video, let's just kill this guy. He's a pathetic shot blob. There you are. Get up. Before this video ends. Come on. Yay, we did it.